Alright, welcome back to the League Race. This time we're back with FTRL for week number 5. This is a special week. This is taking place at Saint Croix, I think Saint Croix. You notice that we're not driving, and this is not the usual car. Well, let me pull up the old format for this week, and you can see what we're actually dealing with. We still got the Ridgeline Lubricants livery applied. Don't fear not. However, this is what the lowdown is though this week. So yeah, so your GT2 teammates are qualifying. It's an event on Thursday and Friday. You to choose one GT2 driver and one GT1 driver to represent you on each night. So I think on this, I chose the Friday, and I was with Royston, I believe, and I think no, so I think it was it's Homer and myself, and then Pagani and Royston did the other night. This is the GT F1 500 T-A. So this is the old F1 car inspired in Gran Turismo. This thing is a monster to drive. It's got incredible acceleration and speed. Not the easiest in corners, however. Homer got his lap kind of had it off in his last lap, but so we basically line up. He sets the grid basically. Our GT2 teammates set the grid, and we all line basically. So in order then from a team downwards then. So if Homer qualified first, I would have been the first of the GT1 drivers essentially. So GT2 drivers in the lead, up for us then to get through then. 5 red lights, and away we go. 21 laps around Saint Croix. These cars, it's crazy, the turbo when this thing kicks in. Oh my goodness. So using traction too, because you need to. So hard to judge because like these things can just accelerate in such a hurry. It's so hard to approximate anything because it just kicks in like holy shit. I did not see Chubbs there, so I need to go back and let him out. Alarm. So yeah, I wanted to let Chubbs go there after that because that was rough. He went in deep though, and I was like, oh sure, I can't wait forever. I waited once, so I can't wait again. So anyways, we'll go through then, but yeah, plenty of carnage in front though that'll get us back into the equation fairly quickly here. So yeah, tough start, but I just didn't see him, and yeah, I didn't mean to put him off. So we waited as appropriate, and we'll make up some spots here as well. Again, traction too, just to obviously this thing kicks in, the power kicks in a hurry here. So yeah, crazy speeds. Difficult track too with it. I was like, I would like to try this track with something that handles well, but this is not something I would consider that handles well, but. Anyways, lap one then. Again, squabbling in front. There's Rom, there's Aaron. Simon's round. There's other contacts. I've hit into the back of someone. I think I hit the back of Aaron, who was stationary after checking up in front. So yeah, it was all a bit messy. We're on hards again. Usual tyre rules apply here. It's one set of mediums and one set of hards. As many hards as you like. Oh dear, I don't know what that was. Chubbs gets back through then, and. I thought about a dive down the inside here, but nothing doing it. And he goes a little deep. This is a corner. It's just difficult to change direction here. Whoa, it just kind of slides in front there. Yeah, these cars, they take off in a hurry. Again, I wouldn't mind this. This car is fine. I think maybe a different track, maybe that has a few less corners, say. As an oval race could be very interesting, but anyways. Yeah, more lockups in front. So easy to go wide, so easy to just get around. Because once these things accelerate, they take off and you go like basically in a straight line almost. So you have to be very careful where you get the car rotated. We get by Chubbs then. I found this corner quite difficult at times as well, to be fair. There's another car in the wall. That was James, or the preheated oven. So we're over to 9th after all of that on lap 1. We're going to stick with this though, because Chubbs is coming. He's coming on my outside this time. And I did see him coming this time. But he drops back. And yeah, I'm running on 2 traction because you really do need it. Because if you did this race of 1 traction or 0 traction, then fair play to you and keep in the straight line, fair play. But I could not. Also struggling to get the car flipping turned in for a start. Such a difficult one. This strategy, I think, is you just save a little bit of fuel, but not too much. But it is a little bit involved. Will has an off in front there, so we've got another car inside as well. So yeah, he goes deep, does Chubbs. And then we slide back through this. We're open to 8th then, so we're moving through nicely. Homer in 2nd place. And this is all about the teams. No driver's points for this. It's all about the team points, so it's all going towards the Ridgeline cause. A penalty, lap number 2. I can't remember where I got that from, actually, but it matters not. Chubbs slips up the inside, but I'm going to have to start my penalty, I think, pretty soon here anyways. So yeah, he goes through, and then the penalty line is actually a little bit later in the lap. It's actually towards the end of the lap, so excuse me. We served it, lost some more positions, I think. Rom has an off, so we're back up into P9 then. So, yeah, working through it, but it's difficult. This was quite a challenging week, I will say that much. At the very least, lap 5 then. So who have we got? We've got Joker, who's got slowing up a bit. And you just catch it. Look at that. You just close speed so flipping quick. Gonna go down the inside then. Chubb's got a penalty. Oh dear, sorry. Understeer. Absolute understeer McGee. Yeah, shit me. That wasn't my intention there. But anyway, we'll carry on. We've got Ron behind us. He's got good pace, but struggling for consistency to keep it on the track at the same time. And I don't blame him because the wind, yeah. Oh, sorry, we lose a place there to Rom. He goes by. But this corner here is very difficult at times. Especially at speed, because it's so, especially behind another car, it's so easy to follow another car off into that part that you'll see later on. Oh, there's an off there for Chubbs, and Biggles has an off as well, I think, so we move up 2 spots into 7th place, and so things are kind of falling into place here. Slowly but surely, just a race of attrition almost. Let's hope that we don't become one of them. Lap 7, so I wanted to break away from this gaggle if I could, so I was thinking about going on to the mediums next, and then I was saying to Rom, like, I'm going to go mediums here, so this is our in-lap though. We're looking a little bit more racy than Rom on this in-lap anyway, so we're going to go down the inside here. But I was like, I'm going to go mediums because, you know, I want to get away from all this if I can. So I'd like to use this stint to go on mediums, and then we'll go from there. So, anyways, then we get into the pits at the end of lap 7, just about with enough fuel then to squeeze in. A little bit less than some others around, but that's okay. Medium tires, I just want to break away from this group second stint. But what I couldn't have known was just, I don't know what it was, with the track conditions or something, but the car felt so awful on mediums in this stint. There was just nothing. I felt like the grip was absolutely gone. Now, I know the wind, you see actually, what I didn't realise, like you see the wind, there's a tailwind heading down towards, perfectly into that chicane that I mentioned earlier. You'll see it pretty soon. Right here, because this is my outlap. I didn't realise the wind had shifted, and yeah, absolutely lost it. And then, oh no, the car's going to go around, and that's an awful one. Oh, it's just, oh, fine margin there. Just, it's really annoying. But I didn't realise that the wind had shifted, but there's no grip on track at the same time with these mediums. I was like, oh shit, I've lost. Well, that's about 5-6 seconds off lost then. So, but it was more than that, because like you're trying to get the car back and the tyres back after having an off like that. It was just awful. Really difficult. Lap 12 then. Try and make up to the ground. Chubbs is on hard, and that was kind of tough because we're in a good battle with him, but then yeah, this second stint was just an absolute killer. Like, there was just no pace out of the mediums in this stint. I couldn't tell you what it was, but just the track grip was absolutely zilch. And they'll see the wind is completely shifted. It's still at 180 almost, so it was hard to get a sense for. It was just very confusing conditions. Where are we then? Lap number 6. I think I have another off here, do I? Yeah, I've gone the same. I've basically followed Chubbs off, and then I think that's going to allow Rom to slip through 1 and probably slip through 2. So there goes Rom, but I didn't realise Chubbs was on hards at this stage, and I was going to have a bubble burst soon enough. But oh my god, it's just, oh, the car wants to get that's on 2 traction as well. Just, oh my goodness, the wheel spin there was absolutely nuts. So, yeah, it's a difficult one, difficult car. This good challenge, like, don't get me wrong, like it was, but this was tough. This was a tough race, tough work. This was really, but I guess that's what you want, really, isn't it? When you look back at it, anyways. But at the time, it was difficult work. Anyway, we actually did we run out of fuel heading into the pits? Yeah, I think we actually just did at the very, very end there. But anyways, in then put on the hard. And at this point, I saw Chubbs on hard. I'm like, oh shit, that's not great, is it? So. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen what the track conditions were like for this last part. But again, the wind has almost changed again. So yeah, I didn't. Yeah, that aspect got away. I'm only realising that now, actually. But that aspect certainly got away from me. Was that how much the wind flipped and flopped around St. Croix. So, anyways, and this is my outlap. Now, I've left this in for reasons I can't imagine why. I've probably had them off, or there are some cars in front. So I'm guessing there's going to be some hot overtaking action. Homer and Lennon still very much battling it out for the lead of this race. So, and I think Pagani actually won on track on the Thursday race. So, there's no grip on this outlap. It's very tough. And you see Dusty Fossil going very slow then as well. So I'm going to try and get this move done. I got a good run. So I think I might try and slide up the inside. Oh my goodness, that was scary. That was almost a rear ending of the the rear ending. So yeah, very difficult conditions. I find funny is Ross is like in absolute no man's land. Like he's just like I think like 30 seconds or something away from the lead, but it is just great. Like yeah, so I'm in fourth right now, but this is obviously going to change in a bit because I think Chubbs, yeah, he's got obviously medium tires, but yeah, I mean Ross was absolutely like so far ahead of us, and then like just a bit behind Lennon and Homer, who are in a different class with that. This one it has to be said. But anyways, Chubbs goes through, and that's him up into P4 then. So I think that's really going to be it. I think that's all for the action. That 20 then. Oh, my tyres died at the end here, kind of. Yeah, I had no grip, and then Zach, who was on mediums, kind of came through. So just had absolutely no. I could just the last two laps, the grip really fell away. You can see we're barely keeping it on the track then, and Zach is going to slip up then. So he gets through into fifth then. So
I have no grip left.
yeah,
The tires
the tyre wear was actually fine, but just the track conditions absolutely just. Yeah, this went away from me completely, and then this isn't going to help either. So yeah, that chicane is so difficult with so little downforce. But anyway, so lap 21 of 21, Homer actually won the race in the end. He wrestled that away from Lennon. It was excellent stuff. And we're going to finish then in P6. So yeah, difficult race, obviously chaotic, busy, a challenging race, challenging car, but. Yeah, ultimately, I look back at this race and think fondly of it in the sense that it was a tough old slog, but we got a result out of it. But yeah, it was rough. We finished a minute behind Homer, but yeah, if you kept your nose clean, you had a good result. Like Chubbs, like I shoved Chubbs off lap one. Zach had a spin. It was very tough work out there. So like, if you had a clean race, you probably had a good one. But very few people had a clean race. I think Ross may have had a clean race as well, but not quite sure. But if you did, then you had a long way in front, like Homer and Lennon did. Here's the standings then. 20 points behind Ridgeline are behind Ferrari, but we moved a nice gap away now between the last 2 weeks. A very nice gap away from the Milkas then. So yeah, big week for us and our team. So yeah, we kind of firmly move into the top two, and we can see what we can do from there. But yeah, that's going to do it for the special week number 5. Next up, oh gosh, now we had the Belgium trip. What was our first race back? I think I actually have no idea. I genuinely have no idea what they're doing. It wasn't Road Atlanta. I think it's Fuji. I think Fuji's the next up. Yeah, so I think it's Fuji. So, yeah, thanks for watching, and until next time.